Greetings everyone, here's a little bag haul. I always carry my fan, my sandline and my gauze, and always keep it in a Ziploc bag just for sanitary reasons. I forgot to show this last week. I also forgot to show that I went to this viral juice store. This was at Siam Paragon as well. And you can get different types of drinks, and they're more known for their healthy options because they don't use any dairy or sugar, I believe. Here's my taste test. I was a bit stupid because I removed the fruits in the drink. I didn't want to have mango and pineapple in my smoothie. Initially I was like, oh, it's kind of nice, and then the more I swallowed it, I realized how thick and bitter it was because of my mistake. Anyway, this is the next day and I actually bought back some interesting breads that I saw. This is the first one. This is the pumpkin bread. On the side, it explains why it's so special. They use organic Thai pumpkin, they don't use dairy, they don't have butter. At the back, there's also the list of ingredients, which is pretty important if you are trying to watch your diet. And this brand actually comes from a pretty big company called Okaju. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which explains O juice. And here's a taste test. It was pretty tasty, nice and soft. I don't really like cranberry, so I wouldn't buy it again. And this is the one I was most excited for. I saw it online and I wanted to buy it, but with the delivery fee, it was really expensive. It's chicken floss. Initially I thought, ooh, it's so good, and then I realized, oh, it's kind of sweet. And I was wondering where the sweetness was coming from. So I went in for a second bite and I was still really impressed. After reading the label, I realized that it just says it's low in sugar, so they may have used refined sugar, but in general it is quite impressive that there's no MSG or preservatives inside. Same as before, there's no dairy used and claims to have some nutritional value. I will definitely buy this again. It was really good. It's 95 baht per tray. They're really smart to bake their things in trays and just sell them straight out of the trays. It's the next day and we went to a restaurant. It's kind of like a home restaurant where they live at the back and then it's a restaurant in the front. I went with someone who has lived here for about 6 years. She basically helped me read the menu and ordered everything. This was the most mind-blowing dish ever. In Thai, it's called like a gourd, and I didn't know what she was saying, so they brought it out for me. It's really funny because they brought it out with a bitter gourd. Here's me and my new favorite vegetable. We had red ruby for dessert, and wow, was the coconut fragrant, and look at how huge they were. They were almost the size of tang yuan. On Wednesday, I had to do an allergy test, which I opted for. The clinic does allergy tests every now and then, so I'm quite fortunate to be around at the time that it was available. Went to Nooch again as usual because I wanted to check out the pastries, and it was relatively early this day, so they had more bakes in. Oh my god, we overspent. Here's my pre-blood draw meal. I don't really like getting my blood drawn, so I needed to hype myself up with some food. This is my usual Master Yoda. My face is kind of wonky because it was a lot fizzier than the last time I had it. I was rushing because my appointment was at 3 and food takes a while to prepare over here. I totally forgot, but here's my avocado toast. I would like to conclude that they do not season over here. It was really tasty. The sourdough is leaning more towards a white sourdough. It's decent. It would have been much tastier if it was seasoned, but I ain't complaining, I'm rushing. Oops, dropped my egg yolk there. Back at the clinic. I'm just trying to psych myself up. Booms, done. It was pretty painless. It's a very different experience from getting your blood drawn in Singapore because they use gravity here. And here's my box of goodies that I got. This is back home. Nom nom nom. I ate some later that night and it was pretty good. Went to Central Mall because I needed to get some goods and I stumbled across this Harry Potter Hershey's chocolate. It's so cute. It has 12 designs. I only saw 4. Shopping. I've never seen frozen, halved and skinned avocados before. That really intrigued me. Hey, you! What are you guys doing in there? I was really surprised to see so much vegan kimchi around. It's so hard to find vegan kimchi in Singapore. And here's the baking section. This is, if you ever tried Ovaltine McFlurry in Singapore, this is the one. And I saw this! Fair price chips in Thailand. My face was itchy, so I just wanted to show that I try and tap myself instead of scratching. And we go out on Thursday. I needed to renew my SIM card. It was about to end and I didn't want to go out the following week because my period is coming and my immune system would be down. This is Siam Paragon. I always walk to my favorite store, which is Karun. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is my favorite Thai tea now. It's superior. I always get the almond milk with brown sugar cognac. And this was the worst part. For a second I thought, where did they go? I'm all the way here and they're not here. And oh, they're just upstairs. Here I am with my number. Wait. Me and my drink. I thought I was successful, but nope. I only realized a few days later that I still got the wrong plan. Here's my Mudang card. I finally got a rabbit card and I'm so happy to have a Mudang one. My little bouncy pork. So first time going to Terminal 21. My mom was pretty sick of Siam Paragon and she just brought us here. I was complaining how hot it was despite my fan. And the concept is pretty interesting. Every floor is a different country and right on top is a food court and they have really cheap food. I'm pretty sure I sanitized my fork and spoon wrongly. I was just kanchiong about the light turning green. I chose almost like a mixed rice or Thai fun style food in Singapore. Ooh, it's good. Miss such simple cheap food. Nom nom nom. This dish was really salty. I didn't mean to get this whole plate. The lady just gave it all to me and I didn't know how to tell her that I didn't want it, so I just took it. Soup was pretty good too. I tried to pick more protein, but seems like that's not really a thing here. After my meal, we went to the After You Cafe, something that I always wanted to try because apparently the shaved ice slash bingsu is quite famous here. Take a sip and oh, this is kind of weird. I couldn't get the Earl Grey flavor. Tasted like sweet water and Earl Grey jelly. It's not actually bingsu, it's leaning more towards the Japanese style shaved ice. Here's the view. We got the Thai tea flavor. Usually I give faces when things are a lot sweeter than I expect. And this is one of them. But bear in mind, I try and avoid sugar most of the time. It's just that in my videos, I'm always eating and documenting the times I am eating something different. Found something inside the shaved ice, which turned out to be bread. I'm quite sure they soak it in either a sweet milk and probably diluted condensed milk or something. It was an interesting texture. I was pretty impressed by that. And I found some coffee jelly right at the bottom too. And this gives some nice texture. And then here I see coffee jelly. Here's the whole list of food that you can find here. And the most impressive thing of this whole mall was the toilet. Mind you, I was on the basement toilet, which always tends to be the dirtiest one in malls, and it was so clean. And there was a butt wash. Here's the quickest haul you'll ever see. My Modem card and a card holder. A new spray bottle for my saline. For some reason, my original bottle decided to spoil when I'm here. Bought 2 containers of this for me to store my dry goods. And finally bought a Thai learning book. I bought it mostly to learn how to write, but I realized that's a little bit stupid because I still can't read. I just want to document how impressive their packaging is over here. Just look, this is just a bottle of Thai milk tea and they wrapped it up so nice. Trying this churros that I bought right before I left. Verdict, pretty good. I like the fact that they always fry things fresh over here. It's nice. I'm going to the cat clinic. I bought some bread. I'll show you later on what it was, but it's just a kimchi sandwich that I made for everyone. I just want to show my gratitude that I'm so thankful that I have my hands back. This is one of the universities that you always pass on the way to the clinic. I just thought it was really fascinating that there's always a market here. Me during and after the session, I fell asleep for the first time in a long time, which is pretty good. Rather interesting to be woken up after the session. And then my Grab drove onto the wrong highway. I'm not even supposed to go on a highway. That's how near I live. And here's the sandwich. Kimchi cheesy sandwich. It was okay. Notes to myself is to add more kimchi next time. Here is a skin update. How are you guys liking this new format? Do you prefer this or for me to show before and after separately? Hi, this is me many days later. This video is getting a bit long, so this is this week's spending. See you guys next week. Happy healing and keep your legs on. Bye! Hope that's okay.